Welcome to our exploration of the gripping journey undertaken by Davida Incorporated, transforming it from a mere small business entity into one of the largest corporate empires in the United States. From its humble beginnings under the name Medical Ambulatory Care Incorporated, in 1979, to its resilient growth spurt in 2024, Davida Incorporated crossed a tumultuous path rife with financial trial, innovative tribulation and ambitious international expansion. Our story truly takes flight in 1994 when DLJ Merchant Banking Partners took the reins of the company, rechristening it Total Renal Care Holdings Incorporated. The tide turned adverse in 1998, though, when the integration of renal treatment centers failed to live up to expectations, signifying the start of a turbulent chapter within the corporation. The tumultuous twists of fortune reached a crescendo in 1999, where resignations from the CEO and CFO created an organizational vacuum necessitating immediate redress. This void was eventually filled by Kent J. Terry, whose stewardship aimed at flipping the company's fortunes, engendering a sequence of acumen-laden transformations that would serve as the bedrock of Davida's subsequent meteoric rise. Foremost among these significant changes was the company's rebranding. Seizing the mantle of his term was ambition personified. Kent J. Terry, under whose leadership the corporation recast its image, its name, affixing an Italian nomenclature Davida, which encapsulates the lofty mantra espoused by the enterprise, to give life. This rebranded identity proved to be instrumental in forging a robust corporate culture rooted in unshakable values and a resolute mission. The fruits of these enduring principles began to ripen, and in a veritable game-changer in 2005, Davida Incorporated acquired Gambro Healthcare. A move that led to a doubling in the number of its dialysis centers, significantly enhancing its market standing. It is apt to attribute this phenomenal success rate not only to internal adaptation and resilience but equally to the pivotal role played on the external front. The tale took a captivating international detour in 2013 when Davida Incorporated secured a controlling stake in Ascensa SAS, a leading sovereign provider of renal services in Colombia, thereby venturing into the Latin American sphere. Cinderellas of sound strategic enterprise, Davida Incorporated, through well-orchestrated expansionist strategies, had by 2024, Davida Incorporated operating in 11 countries, including Brazil, Colombia, Chile, and Ecuador. With over 15,000 employees and a network of more than 270 renal care centers, the corporation had undeniably brightened its global footprint. Yet, the corporation's growth was not just geographical, but it unfolded in realms of services offered, patient care, and financial robustness. Pioneers in patient-centric solutions, Davida Incorporated led the way in home dialysis programs and kidney transplants. The commencement of these innovative initiatives signified a significant shift within the company, decanted not only in the enhanced quality of patient care but also in the rock-solid financial status experienced by the corporation. One ringing testimonial of Davida Incorporated's ascending spree through the annals of corporate history was mirroring in its impeccable financial performance. The year 2024, specially earmarked a triumph, as the corporation's shares reached an all-time high of $168.56, a colossal indicator reflecting the tremendous confidence reposed by the investors in the company's continued growth. Today, Davida Incorporated proudly stands as a bastion in the sphere of renal care, its network spanning more than 3,000 dialysis centers across the globe and serving upwards of 250,000 patients. Their unparalleled commitment to quality care, unwavering eye on the horizon of innovation, and a strategic blueprint for global expansion have collectively propelled the corporation to possess a spot within the top 500 corporations of the United States. A journey teeming with hope, resilience, grandeur, and destiny, Davida Incorporated encapsulates a tale of maximum human endeavor, spirited leaps of faith, pursuit of excellence, and the consistent echoing of the mantra to give life through relentless service. It rallies indomitably against the background noise of corporate humdrum, a beacon illuminating the path to entrepreneurial success. The vivifying story of how Davida transcended ordinary corporate trajectories serves as an inspiring canvas for budding entrepreneurs. Success ingrained in inherent company policies pooled with far-sighted leadership have catalyzed Davida's trajectory from a company on shaking grounds to a beacon of corporate stability and success. The crux of this ever-improving venture remains their commitment towards not just patient care but also community care and, moreover, healthcare on a global platform. Their strategic approach, a balance act ensuring growth on multiple domains, continually augments their financial standing and worldwide outreach. Their resilience in the face of challenges, ability to revitalize and realign the business model, echoes the adage that indeed, to give life is to nurture, protect and empower, attributes irreplaceable in the journey to commercial success. The saga of Davida underlines the might of well-reflective transformation augmented by the boon of strategic mergers. The key takeaway being the relevance of consistent innovation, which not only reinforces a company's market standing but also serves as a potent tool in augmenting the financial prowess of the entity. The transformation of the company over the decades also underlines the power of resilience when confronted with obstacles. The significant overhaul organizations have to undergo when required, and the tremendous power of leadership in charting a company's direction. Only such potent leadership where challenges are seen as opportunities and change is perceived as a chance for growth, have the capability to give birth to the likes of Davida Incorporated. As we bring our exploration to a close, we find ourselves humbled in the face of such a forcible journey. We can only wonder in amazement at the infallible resolve encompassed within Davida's ascension, personifying a classic example of an undying entrepreneurial spirit seeking to revolutionize the fixed norms and define new standards of excellence. The success of Davida Incorporated is itself an embodiment of the narrative where there is a will, there is a way. The undulating sea of success fraught with challenges, brought under control with unwavering patience, courage and astute leadership, stood proof to the fact that this was the inception of an era, which propagated a firm belief in the fact that colossal transformations are inherently embedded with persistent determination, staggering commitment to quality, inventive spirit and a pulsating thirst to disrupt convention. The accomplishments of Davida do not just lie in the expanse of its network or the length of its patient list, but in the profound impact it has made on interlinked elements, recasting patient care, redefining corporate culture, re-evaluating financial stability, and reshaping the very narrative of a corporate success with far-reaching, tangible, and enduring implications. And so, the legacy of Davida continues its triumphant march, steadfast and resolute, moving from strength to strength, deciphering new hurdles and challenges through unwavering vision and unflinching commitment, crafting a saga of aspirations realized, dreams fulfilled and boundaries transcended, not just from Kentucky to California but across the breadth of the corporate universe. Reveling in its poetry of resilience, injecting fortitude into the very veins of its entity, Davida continues to be a beacon of hope for patients with renal disease worldwide and a shining example for ventures aiming to combine purpose, profit and global reach, steering its course towards an exhilarating future filled with promise and bustling markets of opportunity. Unwavering and relentless, Davida, once a mere smattering of 3 dialysis centers in El Segundo, California, is today the foundry of vitality, where values are standing tall amidst superficial corporate norms, where innovation springs from the greeting of seemingly insurmountable challenges, and where survival needs dreams against the marvel of realism, illustrating a riveting saga of triumph over underlying adversity. Journeying back to 1979, when a small group of dedicated individuals took on a challenge and grew it into a monumental corporate fortification, one must acknowledge that the mainstay of success, the very foundation that provided Davida a platform to launch itself into legend, was the constant and unswerving focus on the single dictum to give life, life to tailored patient care, life to exceptional corporate culture, life to unparalleled corporate success. The Davida story is not merely a textbook study of a stellar rise, it is a living, breathing testament to man's indomitable spirit, quintessentially human, resolute, and aspiring, driven by the unparalleled will to give life, to heal and importantly, serve as a tangible real, strongly resonating with echoes of real-life inspirations for those seeking lessons in life, for those striving for unmatchable corporate ingenuity and, simply, history in the making. For Davida, this journey of relentless growth and determination is not just a timeline of the past, or even of the present, it is, rather, the harbinger of timeless strategies, values, and ethos that will provide a fertile ground for future growth and define the corporation's path towards even greater heights. It is through appreciating, understanding, and applying these timeless tenets that the hallmark of Davida had is the relentless pursuit of building a total quality care ecosystem that does not falter, but thrives under extreme constraints, will continue to resonate and reverberate across numerous corporate landscapes, giving birth to a new generation of global businesses that will imbibe, cultivate and perfect the ethos of unmatched service, unrivaled innovation and unbridled growth. It is only fitting to end this riveting envoy with a realization that the incredible journey of Davida Incorporated was, and remains, infused with a heartwarming, humbling spirit of service. From that long ago encounter with failure to the lofty peaks of success, uninhibited resilience and unshakable determination underpinned its path to become the powerhouse it is today. This spirited and captivating journey sends out waves of motivation that, against all odds, through tenets of discipline, unwaning commitment, possessing a vision for the greater good, manning the helm with steadfast leadership and ensuring the bedrock of the corporate entity is rooted in hardcore values, there will be that transformation, a change leading to extraordinary growth and unparalleled success. Undoubtedly, to meet changing patient care needs, to foster a corporate culture that thrives on collaboration, to lead the transformation of the healthcare delivery system, to be a trusted partner for patients, physicians, and communities, to create vibrant, Fulfilling communities were determined words, but every step taken within the corridors of Davida only reinforced these words into blazing action. Here is Davida Incorporated. A York of modern entrepreneurial history, a testament that transparency finds the roots of trust, that innovative service can top the good old profit mission, that a quality-centric vision can churn out more than mere profitability, but a fulfilling journey that enriches not just personal coffers, but societal health and general well-being. One company, numerous applaudable instances, a further horizon offering insatiable promise as a continually striving beacon of success and inspiration. Audacious yet grounded, monumental yet humane, Davida ambitiously steers its course towards a future ready to be conquered. This is a tale not just for the corporate annals, but a guiding light for us all in our individual pursuits. If Davida could conquer the seemingly unconquerable in the dazzling world of corporate behemoths, we too, armed with the same indomitable spirit and zeal, can conquer our very own Everest with ease, brick by brick, stone by stone. So there you have it, fiery, tempestuous, awe-inspiring, and a living testament of indomitable human spirit, the journey of Davida, the quintessential phoenix, a small company revamped into a global giant. From one achievement that seemed impossible to the chronicle of numerous milestones, Davida Incorporated, the leader in the sphere of renal care, yet remains an inspiring narrative offering the secret recipe of its astronomic rise for the world to see, emulate, and draw sustenance from.